you very much. For those of you that don't know, Joel had a couple goals and objectives today for his speech. They were twofold. One was to present a positive image of the organization or group that he was talking about, and then to clearly answer some questions about that organization. And that really encompasses everything that we try to do in Toastmasters. We have prepared speeches and we have impromptu speeches. And today, Joel wrapped both of those concepts into one by being the PR rep for the Boy Scouts, specifically the Boy Scout troop that you represent. Overall, I thought you did a fantastic job. Me not having ever been in Toastmasters or Boy Scouts, no one in my family being in Boy Scouts, all of this information you presented was new to me. And honestly, I had no idea that Boy Scouts did half of the things that you talked about. I had no idea, first of all, that girls could be in the Boy Scouts. I had no idea that there was so much involved with being a Boy Scout. One of the things about being a PR rep is to be able to speak about your organization clearly and effectively. And part of that is using stats and statistics. And you threw out a couple big numbers there, over 120, 150 different activities, different badges that the Boy Scouts can earn. And something like that you threw in so clearly and so confidently that it wasn't boring to me, and it came across very powerfully that they can do so much within the organization. Part of this was that you were on a radio show. So what I tried to do is not look at you whatsoever, since you can't see on the radio. My goal was just to simply listen to what you were saying. And part of being on the radio, you want to use a lot of vocal variety in your speech, and you did. You used a couple jokes, you answered questions, you had high pitches, you had low pitches throughout. So if I was just to hear your voice only, I could understand that there was excitement in your voice, there was emphasis, you knew a lot of what you were talking about, and that point came across throughout. A couple of things that I would have worked on is with the introduction. Whenever I'm hearing an expert talk or hearing someone give an important speech, I want to know a little bit more about their background. And yes, you said you were a troop master or a scout master, but I wanted to know a little bit more. How long had you been doing it? How many boys came through your program? Some more specific examples about you, and then even talk more specifically about some of the things that your troop did. It was great we learned about the Boy Scouts in general, but to then narrow it down and focus specifically on some of the things your boys did or some of the things your troop did, that would also have a lasting impact on me as well. So just working a couple more personal references, and I think that'll really drive the point home a little bit more. But the overall point was, do you think this would have been great as a real talk show? And yes, I do think it would have been great as a real talk show. So congratulations.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it.
I would like to ask everyone to vote for the best evaluator and to pass your votes to the Table Topics Master. And I would like to also evaluate the meeting. I am so glad that we have guests with us today. I would hope that you will definitely return and come back and learn what we know, that there is power in the voice. I would also like at this time to let the functionaries give you the reports. Could we start with the county, please?
Thank you.
We were como, but honestly I was too into the meeting. Ernie had one, I'm making a vocal, Joel, you got 3, Jim 2, Ken 2, and Nico 2.
Thank you very much.
The second timer, please, the report.
Okay. Arnie came in at under your 10-minute minimum at 8:58, almost 9 minutes. Joel, the core of your speech was 4:22, so I think it was before the 5 minutes, but your question and answers was right on 3 minutes.
All right.
Table topics, everybody hit their 1 minute minimum. You saw the green light come on, and usually it's like, done. Let's wrap this thing up. So it's Joseph, right? 1 minute. Janice was 1:20, and Ken 1:11. And the evaluations, Shannon was 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and Nico 2 minutes and 39 seconds.
Thank you. Oscar Watcher?
Hey, thank you very much. For those of you that haven't done it, you should really, pick a functionary. I tell you, it really helps you hone in on that particular function, because you have to listen. You have to give them some feedback. It's your responsibility. So it's really good. So that was just something I want to make sure I threw out there. So Ramesh, you did great. I love the props. That was very surprising, and it's so funny to get to know you through this Toastmasters, is knowing you from work and then seeing you here. It's just great. Everything was very good. Right on. Next up was Arnie. Arnie, you have a great example of what to do with your hands. You put them down to your side and you bring them up, when it's needed. I love the impromptu. I think that's great. I'm going to go back and read that. And only due to the fact that I love you so much and you're a more seasoned speaker, I want to pick on you just a couple things. But this first thing is I want everybody to look at your recording that I love Jim does of us. Sometimes it's a little painful, but we all have this. This is so hilarious, right? If you watch ourselves, right? Get your hands down, because if we don't, we have twin arms. They have to do everything together. Chop, 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 chop. We do this, it's hilarious. So when you do this particular role, you'll watch, because you'll see that. It's like we have this pterodactyl hands and we don't want them here. Get them up. So when you make points, I think a couple of you did 1, 2, 3. Go like this, 1, 2, 3. Put the other arm down. So this is the things I'm practicing. That's why I'm talking about this, right? And so we have that, right? So pay attention to that on your recording. I would move the podium next time you speak. That was a real crutch for you. You'll see on the tape, you put your hands on there a lot this time for some reason. And one of the things that I kind of pay attention to, because I do so many decks, and a lot of times we still have to do them in person, is when you change the deck, pull to the side, let people read through it real quick. This way they're not distracted when you start to speak. Just a little tip. Okay, next up is Joel, and unfortunately I gotta pick on you. We go way back, right? And you are definitely a seasoned speaker, and it's so great that some of the guests today got to see so many of the seasoned people. I was going to say senior, but that's not true. Seasoned people speak, because you have developed so much. I really enjoy watching you take feedbacks that we give you, and you sharpen your skills every single time. I love the topic too. I didn't know I could go join Boy Scouts. Good gestures today again. Same thing. Look at your recording. It's like chop. And then it's like our hands have to do this stuff together. It's hilarious. I love watching it. But to elevate your speaking, bring them back down, and then bring one up. Bring it back down. I'm going to practice this too, so you guys can pick on me when I get to speak again. Then next up is Jim. Thank you. You were so sweet to me today. I know you put your hand in your pocket just for me. See if I would notice
Free
that.
gift, free gift.
But you are always really good with gestures. You're really good. Okay, then the type of topic. So great. So thank you. Too. You put your hand in your pocket. I'm like, yeah, the new guy. I get to pick on him. Thank you for speaking today.
Yes.
And I was okay. And then Ken, great.
Give
Good
this
work.
down to Joel.
5, Shannon. I picked on you a little bit, right? Because you're starting to get, that seasoned area. You kept grabbing your hands. I don't do that, right? That's something else that Nico does a little bit. But I can't get him fast enough because he puts it away. The 1, 2, 3s, you did good with that. Again, maybe try 1, 2, 3. Like get your arm up. I have a tendency to keep it all here.